Hey guys, and welcome to episode 5 of our Let's Play. So today we have got, as you can see, Primal Gamer in the game. And that is our friend Brandon, who plays on our server, and is also our friend in real life. So he's joining us for this episode, and hopefully others in the future. So you can probably see there's quite a bit changed around, but nothing overly special. It's just more patterns around the floor, added a couple of additional chests in here for the storage.
Callum.
You may notice the enchanting room at the back as well. Right, go on, Alec. What were you?
Right, if you come to the auto crafting table a minute.
Yep. So,
right, guys, you will have noticed that there's a load of kind of green pattern, black pattern and stuff on the floor. Basically, what you do is you get any sort of zirconium, you smelt it, and then basically you put it in this pattern to make the blocks that we've got. Once you've got that, you get 4 blocks, so you get a decent amount, and then you take it. And then one of the good
stone brick for everything, and then the different type of zirconium.
Yeah, pretty much. And then then the good thing about it is, if you put it back, you get all your stuff back.
So the
you
only
don't get the stone back.
Yeah. That's not bad. Though.
But you get your your bars back, and then if you decide you don't want your bars, you get dark zirconium back.
Oh, right. It's all very...
So it's all kind of helpful.
Yeah, that is actually really cool. So, as you can see here, Danny's just run along into the enchanting room, which I briefly mentioned. So, obviously, bookcases and the enchanting table, I should hope everyone knows how to make, but I'll just pop the recipe up there, just so you can see it.
Callum,
yes?
Do we need to explain how to make circuits?
Circuits? No, we've done circuits already.
Oh, that's okay. Do we need to explain how to do overclockers? Because I've made
yes, overclockers do need to be shown.
I will show them.
Here.
Yeah, right. So firstly, just to clarify...
If you look at the auto-crafting table again, Callum.
Yep.
Basically, you need 10k coolant cells, which will go at the top. You have an electronic circuit in the middle, and then like that, and that's how you make your overclocker. But there is one difference. I don't know if I've got all the stuff to make the electronic circuit.
The 10k coolant cell, as you can see here, is just a water bottle, water can, or whatever, surrounded by tin.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to explain how to make. No, we've already explained how to make circuit, haven't we?
Yeah, we did circuits in the
okay, that's fine.
macerator, so that's all good.
Alan or Danny or someone, there's a problem at spawn. I'm not opt, so it won't let me through the door, so I can't get to my the portals or anything.
Oh, that's an intriguing bug.
Look, it won't let me. Oh, now that Danny stepped on the pressure plate, it will. But when I open it,
yeah, because it won't let you update blocks of any kind, so you can't open the door or anything. Yeah. So overclockers, for anyone who doesn't know, works with industrial craft machines to make them go faster. You just pop them in this side panel down here. And you can probably see. Up.
Cactus.
Somebody told me you need.
This is Brandon. And yes, we did need cactus.
Hello.
Bring sand.
Yes.
So, I believe the general idea now is we're going to start. Did you get everything ready last night, Danny?
Yeah, we've got most of the stuff to make the pump and the engines.
Right.
Pump's
so
there in the top 3x3, and the stuff for the redstone engines are in a line.
Are you going to pop them in, or shall I do it?
I can do it.
Right.
We stayed up till about 2 o'clock in the morning, Callum, just mining.
Ah, that's good.
And then before you've been on, we've spent about an hour, 2 hours mining again. We've got so much stuff, it's unbelievable.
Great. For starters, you need to make a mining well, which is
silverwood logs. Cool.
A wooden gear with cobble around to get the stone gear, mine around the stone gear to get an iron gear, goes in the middle, the pickaxe, redstone there, iron there, gets you the mining well. And you have to put that with a tank.
That is the buildcraft tank that I mentioned in a previous episode, which is also the tank that fits in the tank cart.
Yeah, I'll just show that you can place it on the ground as well.
Ah, yeah.
No. Oh.
Here it goes on the ground and it'll store. I think it's 10 buckets worth, maybe a little more.
Yeah, it's around that. It's not an exact science, really. Right, so you can see that. And
Gets through
that
the pump.
pump is to gather the lava in the Nether. That is what that's going to be used for.
Are we going to the Nether today then, guys?
We will be at some point.
But died.
Yeah, that was Callum that died.
Yeah, I've been told.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like, "No, we won't run
Only-
off. We won't run off the edge." Callum was like, "I'll just run off."
Lag.
You know.
Yeah, it's because I lagged as I spawned, and so I didn't.
Well, I've got
I
an
don't want to
item-
be in this world anymore.
I've got an item that might be some good use to you. Next time you go into the Nether.
I totally messed up because I don't have enough
just-
gears. One sec.
Oh. When you've done the edging, do you mind if I made some white zirconium block stuff?
I just use a regular crafting table, like.
I go on then, yeah, we'll do.
Don't, because you've
Oh,
already
no,
shown how to
really?
do that, haven't you?
Being trolled.
Well, yeah, it was more of a case of didn't realise, but yeah.
Yeah. So once these have been made, I'm going to have to go and make the liquid loader and unloader again because I had them on me when I died in the Nether.
Yeah.
So I shall have to make those, and then we'll venture into the Nether, along with a few other bits
me.
that we need to craft up first. And
Danny.
begin the process. So we shall be back in a little while, guys. Alright guys, we're back. So we've just got here Alec crafting up a blast furnace brick, which is used to construct...
Coke oven.
Oh, coke oven brick, sorry. Blast furnace is the next tier up. So
Yeah.
that's the recipe there, you can see it there. And now Alec's gonna hopefully come and build the blast furnace out here.
Oh, open.
Who covered the hole back up?
I covered the whole back up.
The coke oven. Sorry. Right, yeah. So,
I can't remember how to make these guys. You're gonna have to help me out.
just
I'll do
put a 3x3 on the floor.
Alright.
Yeah, you're gonna want to stand like here, where I am roughly, or somewhere not in the middle of it. Fill those two gaps in.
So that it's like all
These.
9 down.
Oh right,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Now-
I remember how to make it.
Yeah.
So good.
Just the same again, but leaving the middle and then the full
Yeah.
block on top. So as you can see, we've left a hole in the middle there, and then just covered it over. Perfect.
Right, that should
And
be
there
it
you
done,
go. You can
guys.
see it. So now we can access it. So all we have to do is put coal in, and we will get coal coke and creosote oil. And obviously, as you can see, we can access it from in here, which means we don't have to go outside to do it. So we shall stop the recording here because the next thing we need to do is get some coal.
Yeah. It's cold, Callum.
Fuck's sake.
You know, you're not doing very well at this. I think.
No,
I think you've had too many beers.
I'm not doing well tonight, and as you can see here, these are the spoils of our mining trips already. So we shall be back. Alright guys, so we're back, and as you can see, done a bit of mining, level 20 now. Absolutely raged on my mining pick, and got much more stuff for processing and some coal. And holy Jesus Christ, what on earth? That was weird.
So I mined this, thinking that I could macerate it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
Yeah.
can't.
I think I might have done something similar thinking about it. No, maybe not. I thought I had, but
You're
anyway.
trying to sugarcane.
Here you can see the coke oven. So, coal in it, and it slowly burns up the coal, and then you get coal coke and creosote oil. And what we're really interested in at the moment is the creosote oil, because it is required, if I just show you, track here, so just regular track. To get it, you need to make standard rail, which you make in a rolling machine, which Danny's going to make in a moment. You also need the wooden rail bed, which needs wooden ties. Wooden ties need creosote bottles or creosote buckets, or there's various ways of making it, but the upshot is we need creosote oil. We're going to make the tracks to actually ultimately get lava from the Nether and just pretty much roll it on tracks through a Mistcraft portal and into an area sort of over here to put geothermal generators in rather than having to burn through coal. So, anyway, here you can see the recipe for the rolling machine. And so there it is. So I'll let Danny place that wherever he decides to place it.
Not really sure where we're going to plonk it.
For now, we'll just put it in this machinery room, but ultimately we're going to have to make a buildcraft room, because obviously industrial craft will eventually take over this room.
Yeah.
And maybe even further. We'll have to rejig things at some time. Right, so
Yeah.
here's the rolling machine, and as you can see, you use it to make a standard rail, which can be made using a variety of different recipes. By refining the iron, you get 10 rather than your standard 8, and by using steel, you get 16. But steel is a pain to make, and isn't going to happen for a while yet.
Yeah, we'll show that in a later video.
Yeah, that is what the blast furnace, which I kept mistakenly calling this coke oven, is used for. So that's an issue to deal with at a later date. So while Danny's kind of getting the tracks going, I'm going to build a very, well, I'm hoping very useful piece of equipment here. I'm just going to build a single bucket, and hopefully, if I've got my plan right, to make these wooden ties needs buckets of creosote oil and wooden slabs. So if I just take a stack of wood and make wooden slabs, or as many wooden slabs as I can make, and then come over to this little room here, I should be able to just grab a bucket of creosote oil by popping it in the top, and there you go. Pop the bucket up there, and perfect, a wooden tie. So obviously, as you can see, it's a long, boring process, but it'll be worth it in the end.
I have another thing ready for you to show if you'd like.
Right.
It's an engine that we're going to use on the rolling machine to power it.
Right, I shall show this quickly, and then I'm going to stop the recording and just get some of these wooden ties made and get some rails made. So this is the Stirling engine.
Yeah, which uses coal to produce power. Produces a lot more power than a redstone engine, and we're going to use it to power this rolling machine at a reasonable speed.
I believe that's a replacement of what once was the steam engine, isn't it?
Yeah, it was inappropriately named the steam engine, really, because it didn't have anything to do with steam.
Yeah. But for anyone who knew the steam engine, that is the replacement.
Okay. I think we're almost ready to go to Nether. A great deal more for us to do.
We just need to get these rails crafted up. So what we're going to do now is pause the video, and we will get the parts ready to make the rails, and then we'll make the rails on cam and then go to the Nether. So we shall be back in a little while, guys. So we've got some wooden ties made, and there you can see making a rail bed. So that's the rail bed sorted, and here we have the recipe to get some standard rail. So if I just flick the engine on, it should slowly but surely charge itself up and make some of these standard rail. So I'm going to craft two sets of track here, the detector track and the track. And hopefully, fingers crossed, that will be everything we need. So as you can see there, some single standard rail made there. So you pop that down like that, and then as you can see, rail bed in the top, redstone in the bottom, and a pressure plate in the middle gets the detector track. And then, as you can see, just cook up some more rail there. There we go. And then the rail beds in the middle gets you 16 regular track. So there we have all the track and the couple of spares. Just a quick thing over here, as you can see, Danny has made some barrels which can store, I believe it's 64 stacks of the same item.
Yeah, so
right, my Minecraft has crashed, guys.
Oh dear, that's not too good. So, as you can see, this is how you craft it. It's pretty much the same as a chest, except you use log, and a slab on the top, like that. So we've made those for the kind of more common resources and just tidied things up a bit, because it was annoying everybody that things weren't in a particularly neat order. So here you can see we've got wooden transport pipes, and they are made just using a piece of wood on either side and a piece of glass. And I'm just going to show you here.
You can actually craft some if you want. I put the stuff in this chest
Oh right, great. Right, I'll do that then.
at the bottom.
Oh yeah. Right, so I'll just grab all this. So here we have wooden transport pipe, golden transport pipe. Now, if you take either one and just pop a piece of pipe waterproof, which is created from cactus green, which obviously is from cooking cactus, you get wooden waterproof pipe, and that allows you to transport liquid. And obviously we're going to use that to transport the lava between the different machines and so on and so forth. So we are going to just quickly pause the video again and get the Nether ready, and then hopefully begin implementing this system. So we shall be back in a short while. Alright guys, so we're back. Now, a couple of things changed. We've just put a little bit of a portal up and a room here. This is for the lava to come in, and we've made a couple of changes in the Nether as well. We've popped a hopper on here, which what it does, it has 4 inventory slots, and you pop whatever you want in it and it'll feed it into the machine it's connected to. So like you'd put dust in there, for example. And this here is just redstone engines pumping a wooden transport pipe, and what that's doing is extracting items out of here. As you can see, it's pulled the iron bar out and it's depositing it in its chest down here. Thanks for that little demo there, Alec. So also you can see here we've got a soul shard. Now it says blaze and tier 2. That's because it's a blaze soul shard, which obviously is for blaze spawners, and tier 2 is 2 out of a possible 5. And basically, correct me if I'm wrong on this, Danny, but I believe the basic idea is you break a blaze spawner and it adds a tier to it.
You can either get kills to up the level of it. It's 200 per level, so you get 200 kills, it becomes tier 1, then another 2 until you've got 1,000 kills, which makes it tier 5. Or if you right click on spawners with it, it adds 200 kills or equivalent to 200 kills to it straight up.
Yeah, there you go. So tier 5 is obviously the best, and I believe it increases spawn rate basically, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's like 7 every second, some ridiculous amounts like that.
And so you can see here there's this thing called the soul cage, which is crafted like this, and you put the soul shard in the soul cage to make the actual spawner, basically. That's the general gist of that. So you can also see that coke oven's been casually chugging away, which is good.
Do we want to go set up the nether stuff?
Yeah, I'm just going to show the computers here. So we've got a couple of computers in the house. Now computers, I'm just going to bring up the recipe because there's the standard computer which is crafted as so, and I believe the other one's an advanced computer, isn't it, Danny?
Yeah, it's just basically the same.
Yeah,
Instead of stone, it's gold.
Yeah. So these are coded. What language are they coded in, Danny?
Lua.
Right, they're coded in Lua. Obviously, because this is a Let's Play, we're not going to sit here and do tons of coding, so we'll code stuff between episodes to make it work. If it's quite simple, we'll explain it, but if not, then just post a comment or something, or tweet us, post it on the Facebook page, anything you like, and just say, you know, that you want to know how this coding works, and if enough people want it, we'll happily make a little mini-series of just creative mode, computer craft, explaining the coding. You know, a little bit of a help with that, if you want it, but we're not going to do it unless people want. So that's pretty much everything you've missed out on since. So, Brandon, I'll just come chuck this.
I'm on my way back to the house now.
Right, I'll pop it in the food chest.
I eat that thing.
I wouldn't advise it. Right, so into the nether we go. Now, you can see here, we just built a little platform off to the side. So basically, the plan is we're going to have a pump just on the side of that block, which I believe Danny's about to place. Yep, and that will go down and pump lava. So, I'm assuming you're going to pop all the engines around it and stuff, Danny?
I need a bit of wood to make some levers.
Alright, one sec.
Yeah, thanks, Alec.
Do we need any more glowstone or anything?
Not really. We've got like glowstone crystals. And if you want to harvest a bit, then I don't think it'd hurt.
Cobble?
Because, what, cobble? Don't
There
need cobble.
you go. No, he needs cobble to make a lever, Brandon.
Bags.
I've just chucked you some.
They're one of my bags.
Oh,
I'm
right,
not.
I see. Right, so here you can see we've got a Mistcraft portal, and there's a linking book to the homeworld. So I'm going to pop that linking book in, and I'm just going to walk through this portal. And as you can see, it brings you out here. So what's basically going to happen is there's going to be a rail here. The cart will go through the portal and land on it. And here, it's going to land on a liquid unloader, which will be there. And we'll have a detector rail on top of it. Hey. Just move out the way a little bit, Alec. Right, so hopefully just doing that should work. Now, basically, what'll happen is when it gets to here, it'll get stopped by the liquid unloader and it'll unload the lava from the tank cart. Then it'll send it on its way, which is where this portal comes in. Jump through this portal and you'll see I've arrived here. Can you just move out the way a bit, Alec? I need to place the rail on this spot. Or whoever it is that just followed me through. Right, so... Oh, are you up?
You need anything from the homeworld?
Don't attack it, Alec, or you'll get them all on you. Just ignore them. No, we're alright for now, Brandon. So... detector rail there. And then running up there again. So the basic idea is that the cart will go there. Now you can see here Danny's popped up a little bit of a tank. Now basically the lava will get pumped into that tank, and then here, Alec, you're kind of blocking the view a bit. Here you can see that the lava is coming via that. It'll get pumped out of there.
Yeah, show the massive thing that's going down to the lava.
Oh yeah, can you? Is it right? Yep, there you go. You can see the pump now. It's slowly extending to the lava and will eventually start pulling lava up. But obviously it has to reach all the way down. So, we need to put the liquid unloader up. Sorry, the liquid loader. I believe you just put it there. I think it's just one block above.
That's a loader, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you want to put hold empty and top off as well. And I believe that basically means that it'll hold an empty cart there until it's full, then it'll send it on its way. So the cart will come through here, chug along there, and hit that unloader under there, but I've stupidly stopped myself getting at it. So it'll hit that unloader, and basically that unloader will empty it.
Don't die on a...
And
Yeah, that's what we need to make as well, isn't it? A world anchor.
oh yes, we will need to build a world anchor, but we'll get to that in a minute, because for now we just want to get the system working and tested. So
Can't test it until you've got a...
you can, because there's more than one of us, Brandon, so one of us can stand in one world and the other in the other, to make sure it works. So basically this will pull the lava out, pump it, we'll pop it into a tank here, and then pump it out of the tank into the geothermals, which will generate power, which will eventually go into the bat box that's buried there.
Have you made any minecarts yet?
No, I'm about to do that now.
I have some spare tanks because I've only put 3 as like a buffer.
How many tanks do you have in total?
I have 5 left.
I've got a logistics matrix programmer, whatever that does.
Where did you find
And a
that?
block of steel.
You can only find them.
steel axe.
Yeah, do not lose that. Ever.
And no, you can make them.
You
The
can't.
logistics matrix programmer. No, you can't.
Dark iron.
Fair enough.
Oh, well, they've changed that then. You never used to be able to. It's part of factorization. Not
Yeah.
Wooden tie track. Yeah, I found a block of steel.
Oh, very nice. Hang on to that. Right. So, I've got the minecart here. I'm going to run to Danny because he has the tank.
Alan, do you want to show how to make a world tank? Because I've got the stuff.
Yep.
Not yet.
I'll
though.
wait. I'll wait till you get back here.
It's not liking that for some reason. Why is it not liking that?
Crafting table, maybe? Yeah.
Oh! They've changed the recipe. It's an iron tank gauge you need now.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to pause while we make one of those.
Yep. Right, we'll be back in a minute, guys. Bit of an unforeseen
Alright,
problem
guys,
so we're back and we've solved it. As you can see, putting 4 iron in here gets you the iron plate. And we're going to need to do this recipe twice over in order to make the iron tank gauge thingy, which is to go in top of the minecart. Now, as you can see over here, we've got everything ready. So the pipes are in, there's a little tank in place. We just need a redstone engine popping there to pump the, well, popping here.
I'll make that.
Yeah, just to pull the lava into the geothermals, and then we can have a bit of a build up here is all. I think it just makes life a little simpler. And if I just run on through to the Nexus,
Nether.
I knew that. Yeah, there is a story behind that which will make more sense. We've made the room. Well, I believe it was Alec that did most of this, and you helped a bit, didn't you, Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Alec has had to go. He sends his apologies, but he has to be up early in the morning, so had to go to sleep. Because very early start for him. So, hopefully you guys will forgive him for that. But yeah, so as you can see, lots of lava built up, just waiting to get going.
Almost made the redstone engine now.
Good, good. So I'll just whip this plate through the rolling machine at high speed. And there we have it. So, if I just pop this recipe in nice and quick. There we have the tank cart. So, I'm going to pop the tank cart here. And then I'm going to give it a little nudge.
That was rather a small nudge.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. We need a powered track here, don't we?
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, we'll just check that this works, and then we'll make the changes necessary. Right, there you go. So you can see it's got there.
And it didn't stop. Very really derped over.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, why?
Well, the principle's there. So, we shall figure this out, and then we shall be back when we know why it's not quite functioning. Alright guys, we figured out what was wrong. First thing is we need a bit of powered rail, or I believe it's now called... What did you
Booster
say?
track.
Booster track. And also, we needed a holding rail. So, as you can see here, we've got standard rail in. If you just put all your standard rail in, Danny.
Oh, on that side, okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then match it with redstone. Should end up with 4 on each, yeah?
Yep.
And that makes advanced rails, which are used in these recipes. So I just thought we'd make quite a bit, and then, because obviously we'll need more at some point, so we might as well. So that is slowly going for it. So, advanced rail. So we need 6 of them, which we've got, redstone and a pressure plate, and also the rail bed, which I can craft right here. So I'm going to make 2 rail beds because we'll need some for the other track, of course. Quickly cook up some cobble. Whoa. Could you chuck me a piece of redstone, Danny?
Of course.
Right, so that's the holding tracks made. And the other part is the booster track, which is pretty much the same recipe, only without the need for the pressure plate. Right, so, all being well, if we just put one there,
Yeah, it lands on the very start, so.
it lands on this one.
Oh, okay.
Well, it should do anyway. One moment, I'll just run and check. Yep. It needs a power source as well, doesn't it?
There you go.
We'll neaten that up at some point, but that'll do just to get it going. And then this one needs to be replaced with a holding rail, as so. And then the same again in the Nether.
What holding rails basically do is, you remember how much velocity the track had when it came onto the holding rail, and then when it gets emitted a redstone signal, it'll carry on in the same direction at the same speed. Pretty much.
Can I have some power on this one, Danny?
In the Nether?
Now, I'm just going to use a tank here to just grab a bit of lava, just to prove that it actually works. Right, there you go. So you can see it's stopped, it's filling up, it's shot off. And it's stopped there, and is unloading itself into that tank there.
Yeah, we're going to need another piece of powered rail in the Nether though, because it lands on the track just before where you put the rail.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't? Oh, it's because you land there and push it backwards.
Yeah, we landed there and pushed it, that's why. So in theory, anytime soon... Oh, it's
Well,
not actually, is it? 'Cause
Takes a while. And there's not going to be enough room, is there? Oh yeah, there is just. We should probably get cracking and make some geothermals.
right, there you go, you can see it's come back through, and it's there. And it'll fill up, and hopefully it'll hold in here until it can empty it.
Yeah, it will. It'll just sit there.
It'll just wait. So one of the things is we're going to need to make some more of those tanks at some point, but for now that's not a problem. I'm also going to turn that engine off to stop it wasting
Yeah.
power.
That shouldn't be an issue, really.
Yeah, we'll just need a few more tanks on there just to hold it.
The liquid unloader's got a bit of space as well, anyway.
Yeah, it does have a slight internal inventory, doesn't it? Right, so the next thing we need to do is get some geothermals, along with some appropriate wiring.
Yeah.
So what wire shall we use for this then, Danny?
I'm thinking we should go ahead and upgrade.
Yeah, well,
Depends how long the episode's been.
yep, that's a good plan. Right, so what we shall do is get ready to craft the geothermals, pause the video, check the length, and alright guys, this video is actually at 35 minutes, so what we are going to do is end this video here with the lava power network ready, and in the next episode we're going to build the geothermals, probably upgrade the bat box to the MFE, which is the next form up, and maybe get started on some advanced machines. And possibly have a bit of a change around in this room because it's a little bit of a mess at the moment. So
Yeah.
we shall get stuff ready to craft, and we shall see you in the next episode. Comment, rate, subscribe, and goodbye.
See you later.